Hi girls, this is Miss Page here. Happy Thursday. Today is May 14th, and our icon statement is I can compare and classify quadrilaterals. Okay, now quadrilaterals, it's kind of hard to say, are different shapes, and we're going to compare and classify the shapes that are under that category. Okay, today isn't really like a typical math lesson. We're learning a lot about the vocabulary and looking at the differences between the shapes. Okay, so follow along with me. So first off, we're going to start by looking at a right angle, okay? And a right angle is any angle that has a square corner, okay? So if you see some of the shapes that are in the picture down the bottom here, A, B, C, D, all the way up, you can see that some of those have a right angle. A, B, E, and F have right angles, and D, C, G, and H do not have right angles, okay? And an angle, to start with, is where the sides of the shape meet, so where the sides of the shape join. And you can check if it's a right angle by using the corner of a sheet of paper, and you can put it against the two sides that meet. And if they line up, that means there's a right angle there. Okay, so a right angle is like a little square that you can draw to make a square shape when the angles join together. Okay, if you use a sheet of paper, if you use the corner and it fits in the corner of the shape, then that is a right angle. Okay, so as the two lines connect on the shape, if it makes a square shape, then it's a right angle. If not, it's just a regular angle. Okay. A rectangle. A rectangle is a shape with four right angles. Okay, so all corners in a rectangle make a right angle. If you put a sheet of paper, if you put the corner in a rectangle, it will line up. Okay, all four corners of the shape have right angles. Okay, and that's really important for us to think about going forward. A square. A square is a shape with four right angles where all sides are the same length. Okay, so there's right angles in each of the corners of the shape, and the lengths, the side lengths are the same length. Okay, that's what makes it, that's a difference between a square and a rectangle. A rectangle just has four right angles, okay? But a square has four right angles and all the sides are the same length. Okay? Parallel sides. When I think about parallel sides, I often like to think about a train track. Okay? So if you've ever been on a train track, the sides, the track that the train runs along, do not cross over. Okay? If those lines crossed over, then the wheels would get all messed up. Okay? That is impossible. If a train is going along a train track, then the train track, the track itself, do not cross over. Okay? They can't cross over each other to make an X shape, or the train would not be able to go along the track. Okay? So the sides of shapes have parallel sides. That means that if you continue drawing the side of the shape forever and ever and ever, big long lines, they would never ever cross over. You can see the examples here. The first example where the lines are going up and down. If you continue drawing those lines straight up the whole way, they would never cross over like an X shape. Okay, they're parallel lines. The one in the middle where they're going diagonal, the same thing. If you continue drawing those lines straight up or straight down, over and over at that um same direction, they would never cross over like an X shape. Okay, they are parallel, they don't cross. If a train could sit on there and continue going and the wheels would not cross over. And the last example, where they're in a straight line, the same thing. If you kept drawing that line along and along and along for as far as it could go, the lines would not cross over. The sides would not cross over. So if you put a shape on there, it's the same thing. Okay? A polygon. A polygon is any closed shape with straight sides. Okay, so closed shape means there's no gaps. Okay, if you were to color in the whole shape, there would be no outlet for the color. It would stay in there. There's no gaps. It's a full shape. Okay, so a closed shape with straight sides. On the left, you can see polygons. They have straight lines. Their edges are straight on the shape. What examples of the not polygons? They have curved lines, okay? Um, the one that almost looks like Pac-Man, it has some straight lines, but not all straight sides. Okay, it has a big curved side there also, which means that it's not a polygon. A polygon is a closed shape with all straight sides. Okay, a quadrilateral is a polygon. Okay, so it's a close. Oh, sorry. We'll go back. A quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, so remember, a polygon is a closed shape with straight sides. Okay, so a quadrilateral has it is a polygon also, so it means it has to have closed shape with straight sides, and it has 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, so you can see all these sides are straight. They're all closed shapes. That means it's a polygon. But to make it a quadrilateral, it needs to have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 angles. One angle's here because that's where the 2 sides meet. Another angle here for these 2 sides. Another angle. Another angle. Okay, 4 angles there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's a little trickier because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it means quadrilateral is the same as a polygon, which means it's a closed shape with straight sides, but a quadrilateral is the same with 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, so these shapes are building upon each other. A trapezoid. Okay, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral. Okay, so that means it's a polygon that has closed sides, straight sides. It's a closed shape with straight sides. It also has 4 sides and 4 angles. Plus, to make it a trapezoid, it means it has to have at least one pair of parallel sides. It can have more than that, but it needs to have at least one pair of parallel sides. So this is an example here, because these lines here, if I continue drawing this line all the way along here, keep going all the way off, it would not run in with this one here. Okay, this is the train track. This side and this side, they're opposite each other, they're parallel, and they can go on and on for forever and still never cross. Same up and down the way here. This line here and this line over here can continue going straight and they will never cross. Okay, this one here, it can continue going straight and never cross. All right, and this one here continues straight and never cross. Okay, a parallelogram. Okay, it's got all those attributes that we talked about, but it must have 2 sets of parallel sides. So we can see that is a set, right? Number 1 and number 1, that's a set of parallel sides, and number 2 and number 2. Okay, so up and down the way and along the way, those make up our train track. Same thing here. Diagonal number 1, diagonal number 1, those are parallel. Diagonal number 2, diagonal number 2, those are parallel lines. Same thing here. Parallel, this side is parallel to this side. Okay, there can go on like a track. This side and this side are parallel. Okay, so it's a closed shape with 4 sides, 4 angles, and 2 parallel pairs to make it a parallelogram. Okay, a quadrilateral only has at least one pair of parallel sides, but to make it a parallelogram, it needs to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay, let's have a look. We talked about quadrilaterals, trapezoids, parallelograms, rectangles, and squares. Okay, the number of polygons, these are all polygons. The number of polygons in each group gets smaller as we add attributes. That means we add those things on there. So the first set, the quadrilateral, they're the most basic type of polygons. They only have 4, they're closed shape with 4 sides. Okay, then it gets more advanced. Trapezoids are closed shapes with 4 sides with one pair of parallel sides. Okay, a parallelogram is a closed shape with 4 sides, but it has to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. A rectangle is a closed shape with 4 sides, and 4 right angles. Okay, it also has it also has 2 pairs of parallel sides. Then a square is the most special quadrilateral because it has all the attributes we talked about. It is a closed shape with 4 sides. It has 2 pairs of parallel sides, and it has 4 right angles, plus all its sides are equal in length. Okay, so that makes it the most special quadrilateral. Okay. I know there's a lot of information in here. Some of these words you may never have heard before. This is a very good reference going forward. So make sure if the Zuran lesson or any lesson in your packet or any question you're looking at asks about these shapes, come back to this YouTube video because all our facts and details and attributes are in this lesson here. Okay, so use this as a reference going forward. I know we also posted Miss Geometry on our on your dojo, so have a look at Miss Geometry. She is made up of shapes and she will be there to help you going forward in this unit. Okay, I hope everybody has a wonderful day.